Having just gone back from seeing Barbie, this movie is making waves at the box office at the moment. But what did I think of this movie? Well, stick around and let's talk about it. Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to the channel and thank you so much for taking your own time out to check out this spoiler-free review, whether you're new or returning, as we talk about the latest movie directed by Greta Gerwig, and that is Barbie. Starring people such as Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, Simu Liu, Michael Cera, and many, many more. The story tells Barbie Land starts to not appear as what it should be. Barbie has to go to the real world to try to fix what is going on in Barbie Land. But just before we get further into today's review, I would like to say a huge thank you to all my awesome Patreons who help to really support the channel. If you're interested in joining Patreon, and if you're interested in buying some merch or checking out my debut book, there is a link down below in the description box you can click where you can find all that good stuff. Over on Patreon, membership starts from only £2 per month. You get access to so much extra content such as early videos, movie reviews, watch parties, and so much more. Thank you for listening, really appreciate it. Now let's get on to the review. So going into this movie, I was definitely intrigued. I've been hearing a lot of mixed things online. Some people either really hating this movie or some people loving this movie so much it's like their top movie of the year. I am going to make a little disclaimer here. Your enjoyment of this movie is going to be how you take this movie, right? So going to be honest, for me personally, I actually really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was just a good, fun, cheesy time. It knew what it was. It definitely had some messages that I think that kind of anyone can relate to, and overall it has just got some really great acting and it's just a nice story. That is ultimately what I got from this. Now some people have been definitely taking this movie in a different way, and some people have just been along for the ride. So again, as I said, it's just how you kind of take this movie, and if you read too much into it or undertones, I don't know, I'm not here to get into that. Start off with some positives immediately is the performances. Now for me, the standouts here was absolutely Ryan Gosling as Ken and Michael Cera as Alan. Margot Robbie also as Barbie is terrific. So to be honest, everyone here is great. As I mentioned before, everyone plays up to their part. Everyone knows what kind of movie they're in and they're here to kind of make this movie, and it just seems as if like everyone was having fun making this, right? And I've got to also praise, probably due to that fact, just the kind of sets that was built here, because I believe there isn't any CG, or there might be little sprinkles maybe here or there, but I know there was a lot of practical sets used to make this kind of Barbie land, and it honestly looks terrific. The lighting, the music, just the sets themselves is incredible, and you kind of feel like you are in Barbie Land, and kind of just the mannerisms that Margot Robbie pulls off as Barbie, for example, taking a drink and then nothing coming out, like, you know, what you would do if you see her playing with a Barbie doll, for example. Like, she does that so well, and just the emotions, and even just our characters for that matter, like, you know, just the emotions they're pulling without saying a word, they do it to a T. It is so well done. Plenty of times in this movie I had chuckles. Great thing is, when seeing this movie tonight, that there was an absolute packed crowd in kind of like a smaller kind of independent kind of cinema chain, which is awesome to see. And I know this movie has been doing wonders for kind of cinemas worldwide, which I'm honestly over the moon with. I love the cinema. If you guys know this channel or if you're new, I am a huge cinema buff, and I have cinema tickets going all the way back to at least 2005. I am a huge fan of movies, and I'm just awesome and just so glad to see how well this is doing, and also Oppenheimer as well. Yeah, as I say, the sets are great. Just the story here is really just good, simple to follow along with. It's fun. It keeps you engaged. It keeps the audience like chuckling and invested and want to see like how this movie's going to play out. Yeah, you see, maybe some can say it's kind of predictable to an extent, and I would kind of definitely agree with that, but nothing necessarily wrong with that. Yeah, I just had a lot of fun with this one. I really did. Would I watch it again? Yeah, absolutely. I would definitely check it out once again. However, I will say this. I have one negative mainly here, And unfortunately, my main negative is when Barbie goes to the real world, the mom and daughter character, I did not like it all. Unfortunately, I just could not get into their characters. Just felt there to be there to, kind of just make the movie plod along, which of course it has to get from point A to point B to point C. I understand that, but it just felt like they were there and there was just no charm to them, no kind of real personality, nothing like you could really like latch onto, to the point where I was so invested in seeing these characters and seeing how their characters were going to play out throughout the duration that I wanted to see more of them, because I didn't. I think if the movie didn't have them in, or eliminated one of the characters at least, and just made that character likable, this movie for me would have been pretty much very, very, very well done. Overall, my score for Barbie is a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Have you seen Barbie? Are you going to check it out, or is it just not for you? Well, leave any and all comments down below so we can continue the discussion down there. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel by clicking the red button down below, and until the next time that I see you, I'll be seeing you later.